So I'm about to show you how to use the Only Successful Events event budget template. Now, if you've been doing this for a while, you know the numbers usually aren't totally accurate when you're trying to predict your budget ahead of time, but this is going to give you a great idea of how to predict them, and especially when you have future events, this is a great resource to go back to and look at. We're going to use this download button in a second, and actually doesn't download, it's going to open in a Google Sheet. But I just want to show you really quick that on the bottom of this page, we also have an invitation to join our free Facebook forum that's exclusively for event producers, event planners, and event professionals. So after you're done downloading the calculator and the event budget template, make sure that you click on this and join us over in Facebook. So we're going to click this button, and you're going to notice that it's going to open into a Google Sheet. You're going to ultimately be in view only mode. You're going to want to click File, Make a Copy. This way you can manipulate it on your own side and have a copy for your file. So you're going to click Make a Copy, and you're going to put whatever title you want to put here and save it to your own file. There we go. So now you can edit this however you would like to. You can put your event name here, you can put the date, but ultimately you're going to see a few things. You're going to see the spreadsheet on the left, and then on the right, you're going to see some charts and graphs. So the first one is going to be all of the different channels that your budget is spent, the different categories. And then here you're going to see projected versus actual. Again, all of these categories, these are just template categories. You can change whatever you would like. So the blue is the main category. So we chose venue, travel, event staff, decor, event programming, entertainment, advertising, digital assets, and other. You can switch all of the text out to whatever categories make sense for your event. What I would not do is try to move things around and change cells, because we have the formulas set up here. For instance, let's start at the top here, venue. Everybody usually has to have a venue, right? And what is the expenses under the venue? Rental, maybe food and beverage, any kind of additional equipment coming from the rental, tables and chairs. But again, this could be changed out, like if you're getting AV from the venue. So if I change this to AV and then, put the total, let's say $1,500, you'll see that the total changes in the category and then also at the projected subtotal. Now let's say AV really cost me $1,700. You'll see that the number changes here, and it's also going to be reflected on the venue overall fee here. And you can make any comments you want on the side here and change out any text. Don't really mess with the cells because you'll change out the formula a little bit. There's one other thing that I want to point out. At the bottom, you're going to see like the little tabs. So you want to click on chart data. If you end up changing, like where it says digital assets, if you change the category, you're going to want to change it here as well, because this data here, it automatically pulls over from whatever you have on that first sheet. It'll automatically pull the formulas into here, but the titles are not going to change from the categories. When you go back, these titles here, if you don't change it on that second sheet, they're not going to change, but the percentages will automatically go over. I really hope that you find this useful. This is what we use to really budget all of our events and to go back and reference. So I have a Google folder for event budgets, and then I make sure I really label them if you're doing a lot of events, what the date is, what type of event, and what the overall budget was. This way, when you go back, you can really reference, and hopefully, if you have another event just like that in the future, you can have the numbers as a starting point. Hope that helps. And if you haven't yet downloaded and you don't have this download link, make sure that you check out the show notes and get the link to download this free event planning budget calculator. Talk to you soon. Have a great rest of the day.